mostly sunny skies. I'm meteorologist Duffy Atkins in the WGN Weather Center.
Marvel Comics legend Stan Lee is facing more sexual misconduct allegations. This time, a Chicago therapist is making the claims in a new lawsuit. As WGN's Sean Lewis explains, the complaint comes against the backdrop of a big Marvel movie opening.
The court documents filed in Cook County on Monday. The allegations of sexual assault against Stan Lee, creator of Marvel Comics' best-known characters.
Everyone is entitled to a fair shot at having their rights protected under the law.
Tonight, the attorneys for the massage therapist recount the allegations. Their client called Lee's room at the McCormick Place Hyatt Regency last April during the C2E2 convention. Lee's assistant, also named in this complaint, brought her into Lee's room. As the massage progressed, she says the 95-year-old began to moan and fondle himself. That's when she says she stopped the massage and left. The next day, the complaint alleges another call from the massage booking agency Therapy Professionals requesting Carballo again. Initially, she said no, saying that Lee made her feel uncomfortable, but claims the owner stressed appeasing VIP clients, and she reluctantly went back, fearing losing her job. That's when she said Lee assaulted her. During a massage technique using her feet, she says he grabbed her foot and placed it on his genitals.
Fear is very powerful, and it can take a lot to overcome that, and so it took a lot of courage for her to come forward and come to us.
In a statement, the therapist said of the case, "He is rich and famous. I am not. After seeing other women fight to be treated with dignity and respect, I decided, me too. I am still nervous and afraid, but not as much as I was because I have other people helping me."
We've learned about a fourth death related to synthetic cannabis laced with rat poison. The State Department of Public Health says the most recent death was a woman in her 30s in central Illinois. 2 men in the same area also died this way, and so did a man in Chicago. So far, more than 150 people in Illinois have gotten sick from the synthetic drug. Symptoms include coughing up blood, bleeding gums, and blood in the urine. A chemical in rat poison prevents blood from clotting, causing the bleeding. High doses of vitamin K can help restore the blood's ability to clot. The Cook County Medical Examiner's Office is hosting a Missing Persons Day to help families and friends find loved ones that have been missing for a month or longer. This is the second year the ME's office is doing this. Last year's effort helped resolve a case. Several law enforcement agencies will be there to help gather information, as well as groups to help people cope with this hard situation.
We have multiple support agencies like the National Center for Missing and Exploited Kids, the family members for missing persons available to talk to people. We also have clergy service available because it can be emotional when they come and talk about their missing loved ones.
Missing Persons Day is this Saturday at the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office on West Harrison Street. It goes from 11 to 3. They want you to bring medical records, pictures, and a police report if you have one. The Supreme Court is preparing to hear a case against President Trump's controversial travel ban. Now, a Muslim civil rights group in Chicago is asking the court to strike the ban down. WGN's Tanya Francisco has more on the story.
Our call to the Supreme Court is to strike this down.
Members of various Chicago area civil rights organizations are calling on the Supreme Court to reject what has come to be known as the Muslim travel ban.
This goes against American values and humanitarian principles.
Tomorrow, the Supreme Court will hear arguments on the third version of President Trump's travel ban. It limits citizens from 4 majority Muslim countries: Iran, Libya, Syria, Yemen, and Somalia, as well as North Korea and Venezuela, from entering the country.
There is no national security measure in these policies. No terrorists are captured or identified through these random policies that are nothing but a wide dragnet on an entire community based on nationality and religion.
First 2 versions of the travel ban caused chaos in airports and were eventually struck down by lower courts. But the Supreme Court allowed this third version to go into effect while it considers the merits of the case. The Trump administration argues the president has the authority to institute travel bans to protect national security. But opponents say this latest version, like the 2 before it, amounts to a ban on mostly Muslims. They say it bans millions of people from access to visas, that it's breaking up families, and it's hurting the recruiting effort